Hi, my name is François Parlant, and today I'm going to show you in less of 5 minutes how to create the basics of a chatbot. First, you need to connect to Louis AI, which is Louis.artificial intelligence, which is a Microsoft cognitive service. Then you need to sign in. I did it with my Office account, and you go to My Apps. Okay, I'm going to create an app, which is a bot, and I need to answer a few questions from my customers and users of a wine shop. So, new app, it will be something about a wine shop. I'm going to choose English as the default language for the people to connect to this bot, and I'm going to click Create. Now, what do my customers or my user ask? They have 3 types of questions. The first one is about what to match with a specific meal as a wine. So, you have here the first dialogue telling you need to create intent, which means what are the intentions of your customers. First intent, they want to match a wine with a meal. I'm going to call this intent match. It's a verb, it's a good habit to do it this way. Now, I need to put some text here, which is some different ways that the people are doing the questionings. You paste something, you click enter, and you have the utterance. I'm going to do it again to have a few samples. Okay, so you have which bottle of wine with lamb, which wine should I serve with beef, what would you recommend with beef? Okay, save it, and now you need to go to intent and create a second intent. The second thing that the people ask me is when am I open? So I'm going to put the different ways they can ask me that. Okay, 3 ways to ask for the opening times. Save it. You've got one on Tuesday, Monday, and Monday. Those are my samples. Let's go back to, intent. Another intent they want to buy. So they want to ask me about what is in my stock. I'm going to create a few ways for them to ask me that. Here, I'm looking for a bottle of Chateau Margaux 2005. Have you got a Chateau Palmer 2005? Do you have a Chateau Palmer 2014? Save. Okay, now you need to create something else. Inside of each of those questions, there are special parts. Those parts are entities. For example, if you want to match a wine with a meal, then in the question, there is the meal. If you want to know which day you are open, there is the day. If you want to buy something, you've got the vineyard, and you usually have also the vintage, which means the year. Okay, let's go back to intent. Look, inside the buy, you've got Margaux, which is the vineyard, and 2005 is the vintage. I'm going to teach a little bit to my model how to distinguish different parts of each thing. I'm going to do the same thing for the other ones. I'm saving, of course. Okay, I did it with match, open, and buy. Now, you need to go in train. Oh, sorry, I forgot to save. I hope it's saved. You go to train and test, and you need to train, which means ask the computer to learn from all the example you've put. Okay, it can take a little bit of while, but it should be okay in a few seconds. And now you're going to ask a question to the software to check if it works. Okay, now let's try. Let's test it. I'm going to ask a question which is not exactly the same one I've asked. I click enter, and here you can see from the 3 types of questions, I think it's about matching something. Yes, that's right. But you see here that it didn't find that's the meal. So we can do some other testing. Try with another question. Let's do it. enter, and in this one, you see, we had enough example to let the computer, the model, understand what is the vineyard and what is the vintage. Okay, so I need you to remember 3 things. First, that you need to identify things that the people want. So for example, we found 3 things that were important for our user about buying, opening times, and matching. Then the second thing you need to understand is that the more data you have to train the model, the better it works. So your data are a mine gold. You need to keep all the questions, written ones, even the text ones, for you to train the model. And the third thing you need to remember is that, well, if you want to drink with moderation, and try to drink some very good wine. And guess what? That was François Parlant, live from France in Bordeaux. Bye bye.